Police in North Carolina say they're getting reports of someone in a creepy clown costume trying to lure children into the woods. And now we're hearing from parents who live near the area. Last week, we first told you that this was happening in South Carolina. Now, Winston-Salem officers say the person in the clown outfit used candy to try to convince the kids to go with them. Parents say they're keeping a closer eye on their little ones.
The creepy clown sightings, with police increasing patrols in a North Carolina neighborhood after two children reportedly saw a clown trying to lure kids into the woods with treats this past weekend. Clown sightings first started across the border in South Carolina. On August 19th, a boy in Greenville said he saw clowns whispering in the woods nearby.
Last hour and a half, there has now been yet another clown sighting in our area. This one in the Greensboro area, which is about 30 miles east of Winston-Salem, where there were those two sightings within the past couple of days. So we do have a crew out there right now gathering information. But as far as we know right now, there was another clown sighting, this one also in a wooded area near an apartment complex in Guilford County, again by Greensboro, 30 miles east. So people here wondering, you know, is this some kind of a hoax? There's a lot of fear, as you can imagine, a lot of questions. But so far, the reaction from law enforcement has been, you know, they're not showing any signs that this is a hoax at all. They are out there investigating thoroughly. As far as Winston-Salem goes, as you mentioned, John, police are increasing patrols in the area where the clown was sighted, allegedly trying to lure kids into the woods. So
there's woods right over here. We don't even want our kids to come outside anymore. It started in South Carolina, and now it's up here. That's nerve-wracking.
Well, the clown seen here near East 29th Street was said to be wearing white overalls, white gloves, red shoes, red nose, and red hair. Now, Winston-Salem police say they are taking this matter very seriously and are stepping up patrols in the area for now. Reporting live in Winston-Salem, I'm Samina Engel, WXII 12 News.
To a disturbing report out of Greenville, South Carolina, and a neighborhood there. People living there say a clown is trying to lure children into the woods. This all started back on Sunday. People say it's a person dressed in circus clown clothing with white face paint. They say he uses money and candy to get children's attention. One woman there says the story is so outrageous it's difficult to believe.
At first I thought he was telling a fib. And I told him, I said, go in the house and, you know, we'll talk about this one again, because I didn't want it all over the place. And then the next day there was like 30 kids come up to me and said, Miss Donna, there's clowns in the woods, there's clowns in the woods.
Right now, the sheriff's office in that area says it has extra patrols out looking for anyone potentially dressed as a clown.
Captured on CCTV, clowns were seen destroying pumpkins, staring directly into cameras, and one even putting their finger to their mouth in a gesture to shush the viewers from screaming or calling the cops. There was technically no harm done, but some people found the prank funny or extremely creepy since not a word was spoken and you couldn't see their faces.
For the times when we failed to see the joke and lost our sense of humour and perspective, Lord have mercy. For the times we laughed at others, hear then these words of grace and pardon. Your sins are forgiven. We've set within each of us the image of his love and forgiveness.
I mean, you know, like you have this clown, Marco Rubio. I've been so nice to him. I've been so nice. I've been so nice. And then, no, but he's in favor of immigration, and he has been. He has been. It was the Gang of 8. And you remember the Gang of Eight. It was terrible. And then he went down in the polls, and you have to stay. You know what? If you believe in something, you have to be true to yourself. You have to be.
I may look happy on the outside, but I'm not very happy on the inside.
How come you're not happy on the inside?
Well, I feel like no one loves me.
Jesus loves you, so do I.
Thank you, Gary. I feel happy on the inside, but how do I stay happy on the inside?
Play. Jesus, help happy to stay happy on the inside all the time. Amen.
Well, thank you, Gary, for praying with me. I'm glad Jesus can make us feel happy all the time. But can I have another hug?
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. Yeah, he's done.
What we do know is that in the city we've had no one really attempt communication. None of the people dressed in clown outfits attempt communication with anyone. Only been seen, only stand in an area to be seen and watch the reaction of individuals. Last night's event, same thing. Nothing was said. Individual observed this person inside a laundry room and left. And so later on called 911. By then, by the time we were called and by the time we responded, it was a few hours, not between the call and the response, but by the time we were notified. And so...
Sorry, guys.
So the incident, our officers circulated as you would expect, and we were unable to locate anybody last night.
On that incident at Fleetwood Manor apartment complex, juveniles reported to have seen a clown in the woods wearing a white mask, and as the chief touched on, did not engage in any kind of conversation whatsoever. The clown was attempting to lure the children into the woods with holding a wad of cash and also flashing green laser lights. There was several witnesses who observed this. Deputies responded out there. They investigated it. They walked the trail. I know some of you are aware of a vacant abandoned house back there near the pond. They were not able to substantiate these claims through any kind of evidence at that time, and as of now have not, through whether it's video surveillance or any kind of hard evidence such as clothing, footprints. As a result, we've increased the patrols, and that is actively being investigated.
Here, deputies with the Pickens County Sheriff's Office have been out here for hours looking for the 6-year-old boy that they say is named Benjamin. Multiple agencies have been involved in the search. They say he was playing like he did most evenings, but this time he never came back. Sheriff's Office says he wandered away from home, but they do not think he was abducted. But of course, with this being a wooded area and it being very dark outside, they're looking everywhere, trying to give this family some answers.
A group of neighborhood kids were playing right outside of these houses last night when they say they started hearing strange noises coming from the wooded area across the street. If you take a look over here, you can see the clearing where they say they saw a man dressed as a clown who was yelling at them to come toward him.
It's a man in the woods that's going to say, come here, we got ice cream and candy.
5-year-old Kendriana Smith was one of the kids who says she heard the man trying to lure them into the woods. An adult who was watching the kids play also claims to have heard him.